Well, the biggest reaction in Europe does seem to be coming from the British government. Theresa May, the Home Secretary, has said that they now understand from the US that they've changed their travel advisory for US citizens traveling in Britain. She said that it's a priority for the British government, the safety and security of the British people and of visitors to the country. She said that Britain has always made it very clear that there is a real and serious threat of terrorism in Britain, but she says right now the British terror threat warning level will remain at severe, which means that a risk of a terrorist attack is highly likely. However, by saying that the threat will remain at a severe level, what the British Home Secretary is also saying there by implication is that despite this new travel advisory coming from the US State Department, the British government itself doesn't have enough information to increase its terror threat warning. It will remain at severe. Asier?
And I understand you have a terrorism expert you'll be talking to.
Asier, I've been working here in Germany with our terrorism analyst, senior terrorism analyst, Paul Cruikshank. Paul, as we analyze what we're hearing from the US State Department, what the British government is saying, what strikes you about the statement from the State Department? It doesn't seem to be precise about a specific threat.
That's right, Nick. There's a lot we don't know about this plot, but it does seem to be linked to a Mumbai-style attack against European countries, France, Britain, and here in Germany. The information seems to be coming from a German national who attended this mosque behind us here in Germany, who traveled to Pakistan in March 2009, joined up with Al-Qaeda and had an involvement in this plot, and was able to give information to American authorities at Bagram Air Force Base. So this does seem to be where this information is coming from in this plot. It's been treated very, very seriously by American counterterrorism officials, tell me.
When was the last time we saw such a wide threat assessment and an increasing level of warnings across the whole of Europe like this?
The last very big plot here in Europe was the 2006 airline plot. Al-Qaeda wanted to attack 7 airliners. The plot was 2 weeks from operation. The British authorities were all over this, though. They managed to arrest these people on August 9, 2006, thwart the plot. It's unclear with this plot whether authorities have that degree of control over what is going on at this point, Nick.
Well, the U.S. has custody of Ahmed Siddiqui, the man who attended this mosque right here, and they are the ones asking him questions. What level of understanding do the intelligence agencies here that you're learning from your sources have of what he's saying, and how much faith can they put in it?
Well, the Americans have access to him. The Germans have not yet had access to them. They're hoping to have access to him, we understand, in the next few days. So there are a lot of caveats which have to be attached to this from a European counterterrorism point of view because they don't have direct access. But our understanding is the Americans view a lot of what he is saying as credible, and we see them acting on this today, Nick, with this advisory.
One of the things that we understand from Ahmed Siddiqui, this plot was authorized by Osama bin Laden. This appears to be Al-Qaeda in business with a threat across Europe. What does this tell us about Al-Qaeda's capability and intent still?
It shows Al-Qaeda is very resilient. It's still able to launch attacks, plot attacks in the West. From Pakistan, they have a significant safe haven there. We've seen numerous plots from there in recent years. But what we do have to remember today is that there have only been 2 plots which have been successful against the West since 9/11, Madrid and London. And so there should be not overdue alarm about this warning today, Nick.
Again, the United States taking a great deal of interest in what's happening in Europe, this threat level in Europe, and for U.S. citizens. Take us back a few years here in Germany. There was a plot that was thwarted, but it had implications for U.S. citizens then.
Absolutely. In 2007, a group of German citizens went to the tribal areas. They got trained with a group affiliated with Al-Qaeda. They came back here. They had 100 times more explosives than the July 7, 2005 London bombers. And they were very far advanced in this plot. They managed to thwart it here. But the plot was specifically targeting Americans here in Germany.